So you're just going to check your review today. I do have 5 through 8 on a different page. Um, so if you do have questions on those ones, I will show you in a second. Once we start getting some people on, get started. We are a bit early still. But you can go through and check your work. Some of them we're skipping, like 17 through 18 you're skipping, 22 you're skipping. I guess I'll denote them by not circle. That's a different layer. That's not the one I want to memorize. Yeah. This is 21. 22 you can skip. It was an inequality. We didn't graph inequalities, so don't worry about it. Some of them, there are many answers, like 26 has many answers. Your reasoning behind 24 and 25, or I'm sorry, just 24. I didn't do 25, but if you want me to, I can. I'm just going to do it in Google Sheets because that's how I showed you how to do it. These technically had explanations, but they're all pretty much the same explanation. It's either, hey, your domain only goes to one y, or your domain goes to multiple y's, depending if it's a yes or a no. So any questions, make sure you ask. Hey, look, we're just checking our work here. So again, if you have questions, today's the day to ask. Monday is your test, so be prepared for a test on Monday. It will be your last math test, probably. You might have a quiz after that, but it will be your last math test. I am missing a lot of work from a lot of people, though, so there's probably going to be a few days at the end here where we just play catch-up work. Five through 8 I have in a different layer here. I'll show you. Everyone else can look at 5 through 8 now too. We're going to hide that, we're going to hide that, we're going to show that, show that, show that, show that. So this is 5 through 8. Again, I don't remember what the problems were. I mean, I guess I could just look at the graph and figure it out. 5 was f of x equals 2x. So remember you have y equals mx plus b. This is the form you want to get them in. So I think for like 6 and 8 you had to move it around a bit. But this is what you want it to look like. You want to say y equals something. And then again, m is going to be your slope, which will be your rise over your run. And b will be your y-intercept. And this is again where x is 0, what is y? So over here, we don't have a b. Well, I guess, does it give you the f of x? No, it tells you y. Sorry, I'll write it that way. Remember, f of x and y really mean the same thing. So this is y equals 2x. We don't have a b value, so your b value equals 0 here. So b equals 0, and your slope is your m value, which is your coefficient of your x. So that would be 2. So my slope is 2 and my y value is, or my y-intercept is 0. So you're going to start by plotting your y-intercept at 0. That would be this point right here. And then you're just going to move up your slope according to rise over run. And you know 2 is equal to 2 over 1, that fraction. So it's going to be 2 on the rise, positive 2 on the rise, and positive 1 on the run. So you're going to go up 2, right 1. So up 2, right 1, and you're going to put a dot. Up 2, right 1, put a dot. Up 2, right 1, put a dot. And just keep that pattern going, and you'll eventually put a bunch of them. Or you could have done the, hey, this is going to be negative 2 over negative 1, because that also equals 2. In that case, you go down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1, and you'll get these dots here. Either way, you only need 2 dots, and then you find it. So you really only have to do that once, because the y-intercept is 1 dot. That's your starting point, over 1, up 2. For number 6, it was y equals negative x minus 2. In this case, just pay attention to your coefficient of x. It's a negative sign, which means m is negative 1, and b here is negative 2. So right away you have negative slope, which your line has negative slope here. That makes sense. And it's going to be at negative 2. So you start at negative 2 here on the y, and you have negative 1. So that is a, again, rise over run. That's either going to be negative 1 over 1 or 1 over negative 1, because they are the same thing. So here I'll go positive 1, then negative 1. Positive on the y, negative on the x. Positive on the y, negative on the x. Or you could have gone this direction. I just went the other way. Right? And you'll get those dots. You getting it? 7, you had to manipulate your equation. That was the only difference there. So 7 says 2x minus y equals 4. You want to get y by itself, so you're going to subtract 2x from this side and subtract 2x from this side, and you get negative y equals 4 minus 2x, and then you're going to divide by 1, and you're going to divide all of this by 1. I'm sorry, negative 1, which is going to change your sign here. And what it does is it changes your sign. Like the 4 will be negative 4 and the 2 would be positive 2. But you don't really like it like that. You probably like it like this. Just switching the order of the terms. And just watch your sign work. And then once you get that, you'll note that your y-intercept is negative 4, so we're down 4, and your slope is 2. 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and so on. 8 was 3y equals x minus 6. In this case, again, you want to get x by itself, or y by itself, so divide by 3 on this side, divide by 3 on this side. And just be careful with things. So y equals x divided by 3 is 1/3 x. And then negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. So my y-intercept's at negative 2, and my slope is 1 over 3. So up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3. Hopefully that clears that up for you. You're going to be graphing a lot next year. So let's get some down now. So back to this. Again, continue checking. You got questions? Let me know. If you don't have any more questions, you're done for today. Test is Monday. Be ready for it. Alright, well, there's only one of you on, and you can look at this anytime you want. It is up there. Just review the video. You can pause it. I am going to get off, though. We've been on for about 15 minutes now. Well, at least I have. So I will talk with you Tuesday. You have a test on Monday. So Tuesday we'll start something new. And I'll see you then. So, bye.